Well, well, that better? I don't know. Okay, that's good. Well, um, some of y'all are curious. If you haven't been keeping up in our Discord, join our Discord. Please do. Join our Discord. I'll give you the Discord link. Give you that nice Discord link is what I am doing. There you go. Wow. Is that a Discord link or what? It's a Discord link. I hope that y'all are having a good Friday of whatever you're doing Friday. I was having a little I don't know. I updated OBS. I've been having OBS issue. I might as well just do a whole podcast of OBS. I had an issue when I was streaming on my personal Twitch. I had an issue trying to stream this. Had issues, and it becomes with OBS. I haven't had any problems with the internet since I've been streaming on my hotspot. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that on that front. It's just within this program. That's it. It's just within this stupid program. I might have to switch it to Streamlabs. I don't know. I don't maybe I need to switch to Streamlabs. Maybe Streamlabs is like I don't know 10 times better than OBS. For all I freaking know. But welcome. We usually do this Thursday nights. Something came up and I couldn't stream. I didn't stream at all Thursday, whether it was on the ministry page nor my personal page. When I got home, I was kind of tired. So I just kind of got home. Didn't get home until like super late. And then I was like, I feel like I needed rest to make sure to prepare for today, making sure to get stuff for the ministry stuff for today. So, you know. So, but, yes. We do have some updates going on with the whole ministry. For some of y'all that know, the biggest thing, the big thing, big thing, is our events. Some of y'all may love it, some of y'all may not care about it, some of y'all may not show up to them, which is kind of the reason why we are revamping some of our events, either canceling them forever or moving them to a different spot. I always try to make sure, and I usually ask people for opinions like, what is the best day? What is the best time that you think you can show up to events? You know, most events that I do, I prefer y'all to come to the stream, whatever the live stream events. Those things I prefer y'all to come. Everything that's in Discord with the Bible studies, the game nights, I don't expect, everyone, the reason why we do that, the reason is to give y'all choices, opportunities, saying like, hey, I can't show up to this night, but I can do this night instead. That's the reason why I do it. Just in case if you can't show up, like you can't. Let's just say, for example, when's our next game night? Well, tomorrow we have D&D, but game night next one is Sunday night, and let's just say you can't make it whatsoever. But we do have a game night Monday night at 7 if that's something that interests you. Oh, wait, we also have a game night Wednesday night as well. Oh, and Thursday night. Um, I try to give y'all opportunities that may want to come and just play games, chill, hang out. You know, like like I said, maybe you can't show up to this time, and behold, behold, behold. Because I've been trying to grow this ministry for forever. Might as well just do a podcast. I mean, this is kind of the podcast. Um, podcast 70, 80. We're in podcast 80 now. Holy crap, that's a lot of podcasts. So this podcast is just an update on the ministry. Is what this podcast is. It kind of turned into. I may talk about what happened in the Nintendo news, probably just a little snippet. But I mainly want to just talk about ministry things. What's coming up, giving y'all posted. Because this also goes on to YouTube as well at the same time, and that's another thing. If some of y'all that may remember, back in 2021, I did a video. I recorded it and all that stuff. I did a video of our vision for 2022 for this online ministry. Some of them may have failed. It's not the end of 2022, but we're almost done with 2022. We only have like what 3 months left. We're in September, so October, November, December. So 3 months left, and we did do the Summer Game Con in person. The thing that I host, our big event. Um, so that didn't go plan. I was planning on moving, having stuff in the background. That's still up in the air. Like I said, I did move my room around, so there might be posters. Um, for that. Also, before I forget, I feel like I'm forgetting it now. I might have forgot about it. I might have forgot about it. But yeah, I have been doing this ministry for so long, trying to do different things, for people that comes in through the streams, for people um that wants to come to our events within our Discord server. I've been trying to grow it, and it's just the thing is that it's just a slow server. And I've been praying about it because I want it to be what God wants and not what I want. All right. I always try to make sure, God, is this what you want for the online ministry, or is this what I want? And everything that comes, from God. We just added a bunch of fence. I forgot when. I know it was the starting of this year, actually. That's the thing that we did. I don't know if that was in our vision, but like I said, the reason I do that is to give y'all opportunity. So that thing started. We started doing a new event, anime night. So there like 2022 is still on the roll, and stuff like that for this online ministry. It's just the fact that some people are just the people that I meet and become friends with, um, may not particularly be interested in the whole ministry aspect. Because to think about it, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably met some people as well that may not be into ministry or don't care about ministry or, you know, that's not really a Christian and just don't care about any of this. And to me, I'm like, I understand that. I for real understand that. Like, if Christianity is not your cup of tea, I'm gonna respect that. If it doesn't interest you, I'm gonna respect that. I'm not gonna sit there and shove a Bible down your throat. That's why we have other events like game nights, anime nights. Like, if you're not interested in our Bible study nights, that's fine. If you're not interested in the ministry service, which is basically a full sermon and worship music, if that's not you, then you don't have to come. But the thing is, and I have been noticing this, because some of y'all may know that I have a personal Twitch channel, and it's been somewhat reboot back up, but I don't necessarily have a schedule for that like I do with the ministry page. On the ministry page, I do plan on having 2 days off of not streaming, period, and that is Sundays and Mondays. I have been thinking of streaming Saturdays. What I don't know. It's just something that I'm thinking about and stuff like that. But when I stream on my personal channel, I'm getting more views. All right, I'm getting more views and more people on the ministry, on not ministry, blah, 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 on my personal channel than the ministry channel, and it's kind of showing me that I'm like to switch gears a little bit here, which is why I'm thinking about streaming a bit less, um, just a bit less on this page, you know, because it doesn't seem like people are interested in some of the stuff, and that's understandable. That is like completely understandable. Like I said, I've been praying for this online ministry ever since God told me to do it, and He knows that I've been struggling with this. He knows that like I've been trying to get more people that might be interested in this, that might want to look at this and go, oh man, this is really great what you got going on over here, Hylian. Like I really appreciate the sermons. I've been learning a lot. You've been putting it in simple forms to try to make me, you know, understand, what the Bible is saying. Um and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how to put this. I'm trying to think. The big thing to take away from all of this is that, like I said, we're revamping our events. That's going to come in by the end. I'm shooting. I'm shooting for the end of this month. All right, end of this month, September. All right, the end of this month. So by October, the event should already be revamped and redone, um, so that people can come, because that's the big thing that I've been focusing on, and I've been wanting to do that for a while. Is to just revamp it, and this will be my third time revamping the events this year. Maybe, maybe, but yes. If that's something that interests you, we would love to have you in our Discord server. If that's something that interests you with our event. The streams, uh, like, okay, for some of y'all that may know or may not, hopefully you do though. I do these podcast and Bible study nights on Thursday night, which was supposed to be yesterday, last night. What time? About 9:30. That's when I was supposed to stream a game, and the game that I had planned that I was probably going to stream was Phasmophobia. Not gonna lie, Phasmophobia. That is what I was going to plan on streaming, but I had to go to work. I'm still training on wheels, but with the streams, it feels like we still can do our streams. You know, um, hopefully. Um, because I only stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at this time. I've been planning on streaming on this ministry page on Saturdays. I have been thinking about it, but I haven't put it into action. So, so like 4 days of just streaming and 3 days of not streaming on this ministry page. And since I'm one individual, doing all this, you know, and then you know, how do I put this? Having other stuff on top of it and trying to manage all of it, because at first I couldn't really handle my personal Twitch stream because for some of y'all may know, I kept on thinking about that. Saying like, ooh, I do want to stream on the page and end up not. Do y'all remember that? So many times because I've been sitting here focusing on this ministry, on this online ministry to keep it going, to keep it moving for people that may be interested and also doing this for him. Even the fact if like no one shows up, which can be a bit discouraging me at times. It can be. It can be really discouraging, which is why I thought of combining with like another Christian server or maybe a online church and maybe like say like, hey, I can do these things, hey, and I can like, yada yada yada. But I never found that. Shockers, right? Shockers. And I'm like at a point where I don't know what else to do for this online ministry. And it's been like that for a while, actually. For a while, it's been like that. It just kind of it's like I can't. I'm trying to think of how to put this into words. I'm trying to think of how to put this into words. How do you put this into words? Um, Good question. Good question. How do you put this into words? Hmm. I think what needs to happen is just a little bit activity. Like, I understand that people can be busy. I can understand if people are. I can understand if people are just doesn't want to be part of this online ministry and stuff like that. Honestly, in all honesty, I can understand. Like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. But when I see other Christian servers that are a lot more active than mine is, it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Despite the people telling me you're not doing anything wrong. But the thing is, we can always improve. That's the thing, as us as human beings, we can always improve. Every single one of us can always improve, right? And I have been looking at this, thinking, brainstorming, typing out ideas, listening to other individuals, seeing how they grow, how they started up, see how it can help with this online ministry. And I think that's where I'm struggling at. I think that's the part where it's just the most struggling, hard times, discouraging of them all. Um, but I have been going to another local church. I know another one, Highland. Really, another one? Yes, because some of y'all may know that I'm still looking for a home church for myself. To connect with, to feel loved there, and yada yada yada. And this church is big, and the person that's been taking me there is saying it can't help with this online ministry, what you are doing here. Um, to me, I don't know. Only been to that church once so far. Only once. Well, twice. If we want to count the family night that I went to. Um, but I don't know if it's gonna help with what God has over here. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm still praying and still trying to see where God wants this and not where I want it. Because He told me it and I didn't want to do it in the first place. And that showed me that He wanted me to do this. And He was speaking to me. And I had other people I even asked at that time. Some of y'all may know this. I even did this in my sermons from time to time, with how this ministry started. Like, I asked so many people, like, do you see me as a minister? People was like, yes, I can see you as a minister. But so many people left. Like, how many people have been on this long journey of this ministry? And how many people that I asked saying that they can help, but not wanting to help? Or saying, I wish I could help. Basically saying you don't want to. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And I'm just at a point where I just don't know. I just don't know. But if you're like I said, I'm always looking for help. That's another thing that I've been praying for is one person to be up there with me, working with me as we're praying this, as we're like a team, two minister leaders, working together and praying about it. I would love that, and I've been praying for that. I have been praying, for someone saying, like, hey, would you like to do a reunify stream? You can stream about 2+ hours of whatever game that you like to play. And it'll be right here on the ministry page. Maybe God wants you to do a sermon and we could go over it together. Like, I'll show you my notes and I can see your notes and be like, and we go a set of time, say, like, hey, you know, and say, like, hey, would you be able to preach, this night and stuff like that? I have been praying for that for so long and still waiting and still waiting, for God to answer that prayer. Um, But I have been wondering, since this ministry has been slow, it's been slow for so long. And I feel like I grabbed almost all straws of doing this online ministry. People is even asking me, not gonna say who, ask me, why do you host an event when no one's showing? Like, why are you just sitting there hosting the movie? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, because people can show up late. I used to, if no one showed up, I stopped. Someone told me, hey, I didn't stop when I was doing events. And he told me, you know what I did? I kept the event going, even if no one showed up. You said movie nights? And I was like, yeah. Well, I sat there and watched it by myself. And it's fine. It's not like, oh, no one's there and then you have to end the event. And at that point, I was like, I don't know if that could help. And I've been doing that for so long now. And like I said, I'm at a point where I feel like I just need help with this online ministry. With what God's plans and desires that He has for this. You know, it's not what I want, but what He wants. And that's the Bible study series that I've been going through. As well, Needy Creatures, which we're going to go over that after the podcast. But I have been sitting here going, okay, God, what do you want? How do you want? And I've been feeling in my heart to revamp the events. You know, to me, the events are fine, but I feel like God is telling me to do that. Like if I didn't feel that, then I wouldn't need to revamp. Because right now, if you look, the events are fine the way they are. Like every event, um, is still fine. The anime nights is fine. The Dungeons and Dragon night is still fine. Why do I need to revamp? And that's because I've been feeling that from God. I've been feeling that more and more from Him and not from me. And if I wasn't feeling that from Him, because I'm not feeling that from me. Like I said, because the events look fine. Because they do. The like if you just look at all the stuff, because we have a lot to offer within our online ministry. We have a lot to offer. That's why I feel like God still wants me to do this. And someone said, even if one person shows up and does that, that's great. And it is. I'm so thankful when I see people that shows up, that say stuff in chat. Like I'm so thankful when I see like slightly technical that comes in. I'm so thankful to see I don't know who else comes in. I don't know if Mac is gonna watch. I know Coco said Coco's gonna watch tonight. Um but I'm just saying I'm thankful for at least one person, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta be thankful. Um I just think, and like the first thing that we have is make it more active. I don't know if we're gonna have that by the end of the year. Like I said, I can't force activity. Um and stuff like that. Like I've been hosting events, coming when I can, posting when I can. I just been really, really busy. Um, Focusing. Okay, I kept saying revamp the events, so I've been focusing on okay, where can that go? And so far, I did kind of move stuff around. I'm not gonna say anything because nothing is set in stone. But if you were on staff, I would definitely let you know. Like if you were on staff and actually helping me out, I will let you know saying like, "Hey, here's my ideas. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have ideas? Would you like to help this online ministry?" Because I want to reach the gamers alike. That's the reason because I'm a gamer myself. And it's sad to see some Christians out there in this world looks down on gamers. Looks down on gamers, saying Dungeons and Dragons is the devil, that I'm selling my soul because I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm like, what? And I know there's other places Like I said, there's Christian servers out there, churches even, that does reach out to gamers as well. But sometimes we reach out to people and we may not get to meet those people, if that makes any sense. But that is the update. I just, like I said, that is, I just want to give y'all a heads up. Since it's also going on YouTube, you can always watch it on the FOD. But I know after, like, I think 14 days, it's off of Twitch. But since it's gonna be under podcast, it will still be up on YouTube. Whenever it goes. I forgot to mention this, that we're also planning on having other platforms to put this podcast and the sermons that I do on others. Because I know right now, I feel like we just do it on Twitch and YouTube and part of Discord, but that's about it for the time being. And there's other podcasts. I never heard any of these. All right. But it made me think of this might actually reach out to people. So I forgot to mention that I have been looking at other platforms to maybe put this stuff on. Like maybe someone doesn't care about YouTube or never been interested in YouTube. Maybe, put it on Spotify so that people can just listen to it instead of seeing the screen. You know, that's also been a thing that I've been thinking about. Because I know our social media, I know I don't post much on Facebook or Twitter. The only thing that I really post is whenever our sermons go up. That's like the only thing I post on our social medias at this time, and I plan on actually changing that within our social medias. Um, and for some of y'all that may know, I've been trying to use Instagram, trying to figure out Instagram and how to post on there and what to post on there. And that is still going to take some time still. Um, like I said, I just wish I had other people to help. But if you feel like God is maybe calling you to help this online ministry, I would appreciate it. But if God calls you to go somewhere else, then go somewhere else. Always go where God calls you. Always. Always, always, always. Because if God is not calling you to help out here, He might have better plans or something for you somewhere else. You know. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for the podcast. Just an update. I know these podcasts have been short because I don't want to sit there and repeat everything that I say just to make the podcast longer. So, but yeah, I just want to give y'all an update. I hope that y'all will listen to it later, or to go onto YouTube and listen on there. Of your choice, always of your choice. You know. But if you would like to help out, I will send the Discord link again. And that is up to you. And all you gotta do is just DM me on Discord. Um, if you would like to help. This is only if you would like to help. Only. Only if you'd like to help. Because I know Discord, I plan on never putting this ministry back on Discord. I know we used to have that in the past, and that did give us a few members, but it also gave us some trolls, mostly trolls, and I don't want to deal with that again unless a mod and if I improve of it. If a mod it wants to go through all that, maybe. But for me personally, no. Especially when I'm doing other things within this online ministry. But if you would like to help, there's the link. Join it. You don't have to. Discord is free, by the way. You do not have to pay to get Discord. Discord is an awesome app. I love Discord. That's basically where our fellowship hall is at. If you've been to a church, that's where we fellowship, game at. Basically host our, Discord events within Discord. Because I do not stream all of the events that we do here. You know, like I can't stream me watching anime. Why? Because that could get me monetized and stuff like that. So I'm already getting monetized because of the music. Just for the music that y'all hear every Friday night, that gets monetized because I do not own the music. And it's not me singing it because I'm not going to sing it. But I do put out the worship music that we're going to listen to, like tonight. I already have the worship music. It pulls up. It is good. It's going to go with the sermon that I have for tonight. And that will still be a 7. That's not going to change. Because since I know one person, actually 2 or 3 people that prefer Friday nights and not Saturday nights. So we're going to keep doing the ministry service every Friday night. And people are still okay with 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, I would appreciate any help. If you'd like to help, cool. If not, it's fine. It's not like the end of the world. If you choose not to help within this online ministry, it's not in the end of the world. Trust me, it's not. Trust me, it's not. This is not Chicken Little going, the sky is falling. The sky is falling, all right? I'm still holding the fort down, basically, here. So, But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the podcast of the update of what's going on within this ministry. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.